Scott Frost was the guy that pretty much everybody wanted. And we said, all right, finally, we got the coach we want. Mike Riley, people didn't want Mike Riley. We wanted Scott Frost.
Oh, people did want Mike Riley.
No, they didn't.
They did.
No, I'm saying beforehand. No one said Mike Riley in the coaching search.
True.
Everyone said, get Scott Frost, please. And they did. Nobody and their dog was saying, please get Mike Riley.
No, they weren't.
That name existed to nobody in the fan base.
No, but when he was hired, people were like, okay. Including
because
me.
People want to be optimistic.
Right, including me. I was like, okay, let's see how this works.
People like me that are pessimists now said this is a bad hire. Not pat myself on the back.
No, I know.
This
You're
isn't
right.
going to work out.
You're right.
And I saw, by the way, I saw Joel Klatt yesterday, Fox Sports guy, was on, I think, with the Herd with Colin Cowherd. Thought maybe Nebraska should go back to the Oregon State a second time and talk to Jonathan Smith. Now, he's having a good he's been a good coach out there. He's doing a great job. But I think Nebraska fans would be in a world of hurt if they went back to the Oregon State well again.
464-5685. Would you be in a world of hurt if they went back to Oregon State? I don't know. Why? It's not logical to think that.
I know. It's not. But you are going to have people saying, we did it again. We just did it again. It's different because Jonathan Smith is a younger coach. Right? He's not a 61-year-old guy like Mike Riley was when he was hired here.
Well, it's not logical because it's not Mike Riley. I mean, he probably has some connection to Riley, but no, it's not logical.
Jonathan Smith has done a nice job out there in a rebuild.
Right.
Like that, they're a good program. Not great, but they're good. They're solid.
So here's the deal. If there's no lock, then you have to be okay. I'm thinking logically now. I know this is dangerous, but if there's no lock out there, then why would you be skeptical about it? I mean, within reason, you shouldn't be skeptical of anybody, really. Jonathan Smith, why be skeptical? If we have established there's no lock, then I think you got to be open-minded about just about anybody within reason.
Sure.
Not anybody. I mean, there's coaches you could point to and say, come on, well, let's not do that. But there's probably 40 that you could come up with where you'd say, okay, that could work. 40.
I think that's probably about right. 40.
Yeah. That you could point to and say, yeah, maybe that will work. Let's not give up on it before it happens. That's why I almost say, just take Trev. Just you could put what is your trust in X to get this right? Now, Trev Alberts, there's some things that you feel good about with him. He understands acutely what you need to win at Nebraska. I think he does. I mean, you can understand it and still not get the right guy.
Sure.
Right? He understands this place. That helps. And you don't question whether Trev's going to just hire a guy, get real good, and then take off for another school. We're not thinking about that.
No.
Trev's not on his last legs. If he gets it right here, he'll be here 15 to 20 years. He'll retire here if he gets it right.
Yeah. Don't we kind of hope for that? Don't we hope for some consistency here?
Yes.
Like an AD who was here for 15 to 20 years because it actually went well. It was smooth.
Right.
Fixed things.
Right. Absolutely.
Like Bill Moose was never going to be a long-term answer, right?
He wasn't going to be. No.
When he made the hires, we all thought, wow, Hoiberg, Scott Frost. I mean, way to go, Bill.
I know.
That's why we discussed the statue I was going to build for Bill Moose.
Right. That's why I reiterate, there's a beauty in sports that's also a very hard part of it. No guarantees. We thought Hoiberg Frost was just about a lock.
A slam dunk, right?
Yeah. Then what has happened? Fred's 9-50 in the Big Ten. It's not only not a slam dunk, it's been an utter disaster.
Colossal failures by both of them.
And how do you know? How could you see that? You thought they were slam dunks. That's what I'm getting at with your question. What is your trust level in Trev Alberts to get this hire right? After all we've seen here, how could you have a real high trust level?
That's the big question.
It doesn't matter.
I don't know if you can.
Right. We've seen the extreme. We've seen it in an extreme way not work. Extreme.
Yes.
So That's why. And you're right. I hate it when I didn't like it.
Oh,
when
you
you're,
hate it whenever
I know. I hate it when you're
right.
No, I hate it when you're yelling to the microphone. But you were yelling into the microphone the other day that, yes, we're on edge.
We are on edge. Yeah, I'll yell it till the day I die. Until things change, we're on edge.
But this is why we're on edge, right?
I mean,
because we know there's no guarantee.
If you can't tell if a fan base is on edge, I just go through Twitter, Husker Twitter for an hour.
Really?
And it's painful. It's really painful.
Yeah,
you got people attacking each other because, like you said earlier, of their thoughts on Coach A versus Coach B versus Coach C. And how could you possibly want Coach A? The guy's a moron. He sucks.
Yeah.
Well, could you want Coach C?
Right.
He's never won a big game.
Right.
It's terrible. It's a terrible place to be.
Well, I think you got to look for the good.